So we've had some issues, as you can see. Looks like we've had the tire come off of here. Looks like we hit some pretty bad potholes, so I don't know. It looks like the hub actually came off of there. And we may have to get towed, so we'll see what happens here. Megan just told me she doesn't know how to whistle either, and I told her to try. I want to see what it looks like. No?
Fourth hour, yep.
Fourth hour.
4 hours since we...
That we're going to cancel our Good Sam's membership. We just went 28 miles on 3 wheels. With the one wheel taken off and
the most stressful trip of my life.
Yeah, with it blocked up so that we could run on 3 wheels. We went about 30-35 miles per hour on the interstate. The whole time, my hands were pretty much stuck to the wheel.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Why Wait. My name is Megan.
I'm Chris, and our channel is Why Wait, and our channel is all about full-time RV life. Getting out there and starting the adventure now. Basically because, well, why wait?
While we usually talk all about the fun part of full-time RVing and the adventures we have and the places we stay.
All the good stuff you guys see.
Today, we want to talk about something that I guess would be the not so fun part.
Yeah, the downside of RVing or the bad side of it.
Yeah, we don't want to discourage anybody from doing it.
Well, we encourage everybody to start living this lifestyle. Problems happen.
Yeah, stuff happens. And we experienced our first major stuff on our trip out west. Speaking of, we're sitting here, we're safe, we're happy in our resort out here in Nevada. So I think now we're ready to tell you what happened on our trip here.
I would have liked to have got more footage for you guys. That's the downside of like kind of an extreme situation where you're on the side of the road and something happens and you're kind of in the moment.
You're really stressed and trying to figure out, brainstorming what you're going to do.
The last thing I'm trying to think about sometimes is, I need to get the camera out and film it. While I should, because that's kind of part of doing these YouTube channels to kind of show you guys what's going on. And while I did get some footage, it was sort of a dangerous situation. We were on a very busy interstate, and while we had the 2 repair guys come out, I mean, their feet were almost on the highway while they were doing some of the work. And the last thing I wanted to do is be standing there with the camera saying, hey, you mind if I film this where you guys were laying on the side of the road for my YouTube channel? So that's kind of why we're talking a little bit more about it now.
We were not ready to talk about it in the moment, not that much.
Now, these problems are going to happen full-time RVing. Eventually, you're going to have a blowout. You're going to have something happen on the road. You're going to have something happen at the campground. The way we look at it is it's no different than owning a house or any kind of lifestyle. Yeah, you're gonna have issues. A tree's going to fall on your house. You're going to need roof repairs, this and that. So just because there's always going to be some bad things that happen on the road, you just have to understand that's part of this lifestyle. Prepared as we usually are, or like to think we are. I mean, I do, as you guys know, I do all my maintenance. We drive at the appropriate speed limit. I have the tire pressure monitor system. I monitor heat and pressure.
Pretty much anything that you can be prepared for, you are.
Yes. We watch our load, how heavy we are. We try to be prepared for every situation, but you'll never be prepared for every situation. There's always going to be something that's going to come up.
When it happens, you're still going, oh crap. Yeah. What do I do first? What do I do next? All right, so you ready to hear what happened?
Basically, we were driving through New Mexico. We had just left White Sands on our way to Holbrook, Arizona. Having a good day, having a nice drive. We had just stopped.
For fuel. At exit 16.
in Gallup, New Mexico, which I would avoid, by the way, if you're driving down as I-40. They have a TA and they have a Love's, which is great because we have the TSD fuel card. So we try to look for those 2 fuel pumps. This exit and the truck stops in general had the worst potholes I think I've ever seen.
The entire exit was nothing but potholes.
So we got fuel and I did my usual walk around and checked everything out. Everything looked good. we get back on the interstate, and in the on-ramp,
The on-ramp almost had what was
it might as well have been a speed bump.
It was that
we're
bad.
trying to accelerate and get
see
some
it.
speed. Yeah, and I mean
you couldn't see it.
this bump, and we know because we had to go back on that exit later. It was ridiculous. And maybe 10 minutes after we got fuel, not even 10 minutes, and
10
we're
miles,
10
yeah.
miles, and we're talking about how bad the exit was. We're actually sitting right there talking about how bad the bumps were and how bad the potholes were.
And semi pulled up next to us on Chris's side.
Obviously telling us to pull
Waving us over,
that something's
and,
wrong.
yeah.
I looked in my mirror and I could see one of the camper tires was
tilted out.
It was coming off. So we called Good Sam's up. We didn't know if we were going to use Good Sam's or Foremost Insurance. If it was just a flat tire, I would change it myself. But because the tire is actually holding air, it seems that there's a problem with the actual hub itself. So we have Good Sam's coming out. They're going to take a look at it, possibly replace the tire and the wheel. And if that's not going to happen, we may have to get towed. So we'll see what happens here. We came to find out later that the spindle on the axle broke, and we're guessing probably from one of the potholes or that bump we hit. The guys who repaired it said you can never tell with these things exactly what caused it. So there we are, stuck on the side of the interstate.
About 2:45.
So who do we call up?
Good Sam's.
Good Sam's.
We already had Good Sam's we used for the discounts and things like that. But so we called Good Sam's.
It's the first time we've really had a roadside emergency. A flat tire or anything like that, I can handle myself. But we could tell this was much more. To update, we've been here at least an hour now, sitting on the side of the road, which is never fun.
Actually, almost an hour and a half now.
An hour and a half. It's always pretty scary. We're over as far as we can. At least there's somewhat of a shoulder here. But just tons of big trucks going by, and you just kind of hate sitting here waiting. And it basically just because of miscommunication, it seems like, with Good Sam's and whoever they're trying to send out.
We're told we'd receive a phone call back. They were going to call someone in the town we were in. They were going to send somebody. They're going to call us back in about 15 minutes to, let us know who's on the way.
I don't even know. Maybe after that first phone call, maybe 45 minutes had gone by before we kind of started questioning, like, are we just kind of waiting on somebody to show up? I mean, you're kind of looking in the mirrors. You're kind of like,
watching.
You're not too sure if you're waiting on a phone call.
So,
anyways, we are going into hour 4?
Fourth hour, yep.
Fourth hour.
4 hours since we've been
and we've come to the conclusion that we're going to cancel our Good Sam's membership.
The roadside assistance.
At least the roadside assistance,
Emergency
and I'm not too sure about the $2 I saved on campground. Pretty much useless. They tried to call a bunch of places, I guess, and we were supposed to get a call back. We called them again, so we got no call back, and they said, "Oh, we're on the phone with other people. We're gonna get a call back." 2 hours later, no call, no nothing. They pretty much just basically couldn't find anybody, I think.
Let's see. I don't even know how many phone calls we would call them back. Hey, nobody's called us back. What's going on? Oh, we'll call another company. We'll call you back, or they'll call you back. And so 6 hours later.
Yeah, and you guys can see some of that in the footage here, dealing with the phone calls.
We finally got fed up with Good Sam.
Yeah, we just were not getting calls back, or like no information was being passed along to us, and we just didn't know what we were waiting on anymore.
And we called our insurance.
Well, I will say one thing before we called our insurance. A company was going to be sent out to us, and that company did call us. Remember, they got a hold of us. They were sending somebody. They said, "We're sending somebody to fix your flat tire." And I said, "I don't have a flat tire." I said, "We told Good Sam's the situation." I said, "We're going to need to be towed." I said, the whole wheel and hub is coming off. I said, "I can fix a flat." And we explained this to Good Sam's. This was a problem. Numerous times we told Good Sam's. It was a problem of miscommunication. So when they called to send somebody out, they just sent somebody saying, "Hey, go fix this flat tire." But so when this company called us and we told them what the situation was, they were like, "Oh, well, we can't handle that. We don't have a tow truck, and we can't, Nobody
in the area has the kind of tow truck or flatbed.
Yeah, we needed a low boy flatbed to put the camper on.
Big one.
Yeah, high, for our height, our weight, and length, and nobody in that area had it.
Nope.
Now, I understand if Good Sam's couldn't find anybody.
Yeah.
They're trying to call everybody. Nobody can do this job. Well, let us know that. Call us up and say, hey, we've been calling this company. Nobody has a flatbed, lowboy dolly to assist you guys with. And that's where there was just all this miscommunication. We kind of crapped out on Good Sam's, and we said, well, let's call Foremost and see what their roadside assistance can do for us.
Well, but I mean, and all they did was give us a name.
Yeah, well, they weren't much better. I just started taking it into my own hands.
Yeah,
I said, I got to get off the side of the road. So I just started calling places to see what I could find and do. The thing was, Good Sam still wasn't getting back to us and letting us know that, hey, we couldn't find anybody. We haven't found anybody. 6 hours now.
Yeah, we finally were resigned to the fact that we're going to have to find our own way out of the situation. We called a company that was recommended to us, and these people were wonderful.
Even though they didn't have the proper tow equipment either, they were going to do whatever they could to get us off the side of the road. They were at least going to come and try. KC Roadside Repair is the company in Gallup, New Mexico, and this guy was like, he's like, I'm going to send my 2 guys out right now. We're going to get this fixed.
And by this time, it's almost dark.
Yeah, it was going on nighttime now.
Yeah.
And we'll show you what we had to do. We actually had to lock up the leaf spring, the one tire that was missing, to keep that axle from dragging on the ground and hitting. We had to basically, it's kind of a technique people use. You usually take a 4x4 piece of wood and you put it up between the frame of the camper and the axles to block it up. Luckily, I had some wood on hand. I had a couple of 2x10s we stacked together, and the only option was to
hobble up to
for me to tow it.
Yeah, up to the next exit and all the way back around
across
to
the Arizona
Gallup
border, get off an exit, get back on the interstate, and go back to the Gallup, New Mexico exit where their shop was at.
So we had to hobble 27 miles.
At least 27 miles. So we're at the maintenance place where they're going to try to fix the camper, and we're packing a quick overnight bag here, as you can see. It's about 9 o'clock at night now. We got to go get a hotel. They're going to see what they can do in the morning as far as what parts they have, and see what they have, what they need to order, how long it's going to take. We just went 28 miles on 3 wheels, with the one wheel taken off, and
the most stressful trip of my life.
Yeah, with it blocked up so that we could run on 3 wheels. They followed behind us with their flashers going on. We went about 35 miles per hour on the interstate the whole time. My hands were pretty much stuck to the wheel, and that was at night on top of that. But it was a little rough. We were all that weight going on one tire. But anyways, let's go get to that hotel and relax. I need a drink.
Oh.
Wait. You can see it getting hotter and hotter, and the pressure going up.
Like, I mean,
she was very stressed. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, my hands were on the glued to the wheel.
The door handle like that was gonna do anything. I had a hold of the door handle like with a, death grip on this thing. Like the whole way, I was so tense. I mean, this
KC
situation,
Roadside
it was
Repair,
awful.
They followed behind us with their flashers going, and those guys were like, "Oh yeah, you can go probably 50, 55," and I was like, "I'm gonna go 35."
I told him, I said, "Don't you dare!"
And,
I said, "Don't you dare!"
We were just waiting on that one last tire on that side to blow, and then that's it. I mean, there's nothing left on that side of the camper. Okay, we got everybody. We got the pooches. We got the cartoons. We got some tacos, right? Mm-hmm. We have a tasty adult beverage after a long day on the road. Oh my gosh. A long day on the side of the road. Must be about 10:30. Just got some Taco Bell. Keto can go out the window for now. I'm just gonna eat and drink, and wow, what a day. We were about maybe an hour and a half away from our campground too when this happened. We would have been there around maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and here it is 10:30 at night and we're in a hotel. But things could be worse. Wasn't major damage to the camper. It looks like we're gonna have to probably get a new axle put on. Everybody's safe and sound.
That's the main thing.
That's the important thing. We took it slow, and we got it there, and we'll see where we go from here. That's life on the road, I guess. So, in my opinion, as far as Good Sam's goes, we're canceling the roadside, at least the roadside.
The extra that we're paying for, that basically,
just you
That
know,
extra reassurance. Well, we found that they weren't.
if all
very
they're going to be
reassuring.
able to do is come out and fix a flat tire, I can handle that myself. And again, okay, I understand they try to call every place. Keep us in the loop. Let us know. Leaving us on the side of the road for 6 hours without calling us back, that's just unacceptable. I mean, that's not helping anybody out. I mean,
I will give it to. There was a person, a
well,
representative.
finally, the very last person we got a hold
But
of.
we had already contacted the company that came out and helped us. A lady had called from Good Sam, said, "Hey, I just wanted to call and check up and see how your service went." And I
Just
didn't yell
clueless,
at her or
like
anything like
service.
that.
Yeah,
but
we never had any service.
I think you have a clip of me talking to her.
We do.
And she was very, very, very apologetic.
She was very nice, yeah.
very, very sweet. It wasn't her fault,
But
and we understand that.
Somewhere
but
along the line, they dropped the ball.
I let her know that I didn't
Yeah.
appreciate, or we didn't appreciate them dropping the ball like they did.
And it wasn't just, it was also the fact of not getting back to us and calling us and keeping us in the loop and letting us know what's going on. But then the miscommunication, obviously, with not even relaying the correct information to the roadside assistance companies that were sending out. So, I mean, other than that, we use Good Sam's to a discount, obviously, like most people do, traveling on the road. I mean, it's a 10% discount, which usually comes up to like $2 here and there. I'm not too sure what we pay a year for, but we don't travel as much as other people do. We do usually stay 4 or 5 months at a time in places, so it's not too often we're using Good Sam's. I'm not too sure we're getting our money's worth.
We're using it more than we used to.
Lately, yeah, a little bit. So might want to look at those numbers at the end of the year and add it up and see if it's worth it for us anyways. Okay, gang, here we are, Thursday.
Yes.
Next day, we just checked out of the hotel. We just got back from the camper over at Roadside Towing, I think. Look it up, because these guys have been...
KC Roadside Repair.
KC Roadside Repair.
Gallup.
If you're ever out in Gallup, New Mexico, you're having issues, that's the guys to call. They said the whole thing could possibly be fixed by today, if not tomorrow. The new tires won't be here until tomorrow.
But a lot more compromised than what it just looked like.
Just, after towing it on 3 wheels and having it all cocked over like that, they want to get new springs on there. So we're going to get the new springs, a new axle on that one. It's going to be a whole new drum, brake system, all that stuff. So we thought we
we have nothing else to do but wait now. So we're about an hour from the Petrified Forest, which we had plans to go to
today. Anyways, we were supposed to be camping real close to it, but since it's only an hour away, we have nothing else going on today. It's a pet-friendly national park. I think you can even get a dog ranger certificate. so
our goobers probably will fail.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll earn the certificate or not.
Yeah, so we'll go work on another junior ranger, go spend the day at the Petrified Forest, do some hiking. One more day in the hotel. Insurance company's basically paying for the hotel anyways, since we're full-timers and we're displaced. The insurance company with our insurance covers meals and hotels, so we'll probably just do one more night in the hotel. But for now, let's go do the Petrified Forest, see what it's all about, and just make the best
of a bad situation.
Grand Canyon State. Welcome for the second time since we drove through it for about 3 minutes last night, turned around and went back. We had to come this far with the camper limping to get off the interstate to go back the other way on the interstate.
Very event-filled evening, afternoon.
Yeah. It was fun. So we just got to the National Petrified Forest here. And these two boneheads back here can become bark rangers. Kind of cool. They give you some dog bones. And you ready to get your badge too, buddy?
Yeah, I should call them
Okay.
Bone Rangers.
Bone Rangers. Bonehead Rangers. We got our ranger book to be done. Okay. Let's go drive around, see what we can do. Petrified Forest. That's pretty cool looking back there. A lot neater than I thought it was going to be here so far today. Just amazing, beautiful landscapes back here, as you can see. before, so it's not too bumpy. National Park number 3. That was pretty cool. A little bit more than I expected. It was busier than I expected. I thought it was gonna just kind of be out here in the middle of nowhere, you know, and just a bunch of trails. Well, it was in the middle of nowhere. That's why I wasn't expecting to be as many people up. So we're especially on just a Thursday. It's definitely something you can knock out in 1 to 2 hours. So if you don't want to make a whole day trip out of it, if you're just driving on I-40 heading east or west, you can easily just pull in. I-40 cuts right through the middle of it, so you can kind of start at the north entrance and finish at the south entrance, and then just get right back on I-40 either way. So it's pretty convenient like that. We saw quite a few fifth wheels and Class A's going into there, and I'd say plenty of parking for campers. And, yeah, lots of room for the pull-throughs, and
it's kind of a drive-through
park. Yeah, I mean, what was it? 26 miles.
26 miles, and that takes you all, of the north entrance, and then all the way down to the south entrance. A bunch of pull-over or pull-offs, different things to see along the way.
And it's very dog-friendly.
Yes.
But unlike a lot of the national parks where the dogs can't go on the trails, that you can take them on all the trails here. So that was nice. There is a lot of hikes out there. Most of them are paved and pretty easy to do,
Usually you have to stay on the path, but there are a couple that you can walk off the path and check things out.
Very kid friendly, because you can actually they allow the kids to get out there and touch the petrified wood, encourage it, feel it, just really check them all out and stuff like that. Can't take anything out, no taking rocks or petrified wood out.
Yeah.
But it was pretty neat. So very dog friendly, very kid friendly, hiker friendly. It was a pretty cool park as well. Just a nice little stopover. It definitely killed the day. And as far as the camper situation goes, looks like things still might be on schedule for tomorrow. This guy is actually nice enough that he's waking up early in the morning before the sun rises, he said, and he's driving to Albuquerque himself to get some leaf springs for the camper. So they're really going out of their way to try to get us back on the road as soon as possible, which is just awesome. So, but for tonight, I guess we go back to the camper, grab some change of clothes, and go find another hotel. Huh?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here we are, home away from home again. We've gotten pretty used to it. We got the cartoons, and they got DirecTV, which is cool. So Corbin knows all the channels. That's what we got in the camper. Time for another adult beverage here, something new, some hard coffee. Sounds kind of tasty. And we're just gonna hang out. All right, say good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday morning. We got a little bedhead going on. After 3 nights in the hotel, I think we're all ready to kind of get back to our camper.
Oh, yeah.
Get back to our own beds and be comfy.
Yeah. Wait, I was gonna say comfy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We've been in the hotel here trying to flush the toilet with our feet now for a few days. I'm really not used to flushing toilets with my hands, considering I live the other half of my life on a tugboat, and we also have push buttons on there. So, but yeah, we're gonna grab some breakfast here at the hotel, and yeah, we'll head over there, and hopefully we'll see the progress. We'll see what's going on. So it's about 11 o'clock here, Saturday, and we just got back up to the Casey Roadside Assistance and Repair Shop. These guys are kind of finishing up. They're buttoning everything up. They got all the pieces fabricated and everything ordered and here, and some wheels put on, some tires put on. So maybe within an hour or two, we might be out on the road, which would be awesome. We were going to make a big long video about the Grand Canyon and our 2 days there, and this video will probably end up replacing that. But we were still hoping to get to the Grand Canyon with some daylight possibly tonight. If not, we'll give it a look tomorrow for a few seconds, and then we'll hit the road in the morning. Yeah, in fact, maybe the famous scene from National Lampoon's Vacation when Chevy Chase robs the hotel.
That'll be it.
And he puts his arm around his wife, and he nods his head, looks at the Grand Canyon, and hits the road. That's probably what we're gonna be doing. But
actually, pretty sure that's how it's gonna go.
That's pretty much what it might be. Hats off to Megan over here for doing all the filming without any makeup on. I know.
I got my sunglasses on to try to.
She hasn't been able to put her face on for most of these videos, and we all want to look our best when we do these videos a lot of times, and we're RVers and we're traveling. We like to be comfy and cozy on most days, but just like most people who run a YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure most of the women like to put their makeup on and look good for the camera. And just because of some of the situations we've been in, she's been a real sport about it. So she looks beautiful either way to me. But
good answer.
So I'm probably gonna go film a little bit of what these guys putting this back together and check out what they're doing here. So. What was broken?
Center pin came out on the spring on that side.
Oh yeah, right down on the
On that other side, yeah.
Okay. That's what I said when we had the chance. It was up in here. I knew it was time.
Do it one time and don't worry about it.
Yeah. Blocks of wood I had that we used to block it up when I had to limp the camper over. See how deep the bolts went into the wood there. All the pressure and weight of that one side, but they didn't break or anything. So blocking it up and limping it back, nice little hack when you're stuck on the side of the road and you're missing a tire. It worked out pretty well.
Let me tell you, these people, from the moment we finally got a hold of them, they assured us at every step. They were like, we've done this before. We've been doing this for 30 years. We got you. We're going to take care of you. And they did.
Yeah, and they tried to get us back on the road as quick as they could. I mean,
this happened on a Wednesday
night.
afternoon.
So they couldn't even start looking into it until Thursday morning. And, they had to start looking into what the problem was, what parts they're going to need to order, where can they get them from, how fast they could get them. And as we talked about, in the video too, I mean, the owner himself drives all the way to Albuquerque, New Mexico, round trip process just to get some new leaf springs. So they really did a good job. Man, shook your hand, appreciate it.
You're welcome, man.
Awesome job.
Have a great one.
You guys are ever out this way in Gallup, New Mexico, and KC Roadside, what is it, KC Roadside Recovery?
Roadside Repair,
That's it, man. That's the place to go. I appreciate it again, guys. Awesome job. All right. Okay, we are locked, loaded, ready to go. New tires, new springs. Everything's looking good. And let's hit the road.